Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, it is the Monday video. I am so excited. I'm gathering all of my stuff around me and like, what have I worked on this week? Because I did not write everything in my planner. Yeah, that's okay. I do that because it helps me on my weekly videos. It helps me to remember, what did I work on? Did I actually do stuff or did I think I did stuff? Oh, hi, if you're new here, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Shannon. I love yarn, knitting, crocheting, having fun, and creating things with all of the yarn and knitting and crocheting. I just got, thank you so much again for joining, an influx of new subscribers that are extremely interested in the new Joann Big Twist Christmas colors. And I am rapidly working on the little sweater. This is my second skein. I worked on that, but look at that. This is a sleeve to working on my sweater. I have the back done of that with that yarn. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. I am looking so forward to this. I am using an old pattern book. This is the Debbie Bliss Baby Knits for Beginners, Debbie Bliss. You can get this in your local library, or some people can, in exchange for interlibrary. Highly suggest doing that before you purchase a book. This is a 2003 book. The patterns are just classic style patterns. I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why you would do a garter scarf for a baby, but whatever, right? There are some cute patterns, and the one I'm making right now is in here. This is my first time making that pattern using a worsted weight yarn. I've always used fingering sport, more like what it's called for. So I am making what is called the newborn to 3-month size. Obviously, this is not newborn to 3-month size, but I changed yarn and needles, and that's what happens. So it'll fit who it fits. I do have 5 grandchildren. Number 6 is on the way. How exciting. And I do have an 8 and a 9-year-old granddaughter. So, and a 2-year-old granddaughter. And a grandson and two grandsons and a baby on the way. It's so exciting. So this should fit one of the older granddaughters. Cool. So excited about that. But yeah, this yarn, I am loving this, right? This is just so pretty, and I like the delicate look of it. And as we commented, this one, the speckled yarns, the Christmas yarns from Joann, are made in India. Most of the other Joann Big Twist is made in Turkey, and some of the colors just feel better than others. This I am thrilled with. I am thrilled. I'm impressed. I like the way that it feels. I'm excited. I love speckled yarn, or I think I love speckled yarn is a good way to put it. I'm always drawn to it. This, believe it or not, is I think it's the first time actually using some speckled yarn I purchased. So really excited about that too. And then once I get done with that, I'm looking forward to using this color too. That one is Mingle All the Way. This one is Punch Bowl, and it's another one of their Christmas colors, and I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. So I call that entire shopping trip a win because I've started something with the yarn. I didn't just buy it and put it on my shelf or just show it off and everything. I'm using it, and that's a win right there. That is so exciting to me. That is thrilling. Well, that is not the only thing that I worked on this week. I have gotten a lot of stuff done. On the baby mode of things, I was able to do same book, this cute little sweater. I've made this sweater in the past. This is not the first time doing this one, about 20 years ago. Yeah, when I first got the book, I made it. I made some things and gave them away. But this is so adorable. This yarn is so incredibly soft. If you have some in your stash, use it. It feels great, says the person who's had it in my stash since it was on sale. First time ever using it. This is the Tweed Indeed. It is a discontinued yarn from Hobby Lobby. So people like me, we got it and then we just shoved it on our shelves and ignored it. Well, I finally used it. It took 2 of these skeins. These are 180 yards each. It's a worsted weight yarn, and this is 46% acetate, 46% cotton, 6% viscose, 2% polyester. It is machine washable and dryable, and it is a heavy yarn. And this was just strands were left, just ends of the 2 skeins. So this is 7 ounces for this little child's sweater. It is so soft and luscious. If you have some of that yarn, use it. Use it, right? Just have fun with your yarn. Use your yarn. There you go. So I got a finished baby object because, again, we got a baby coming in May. So that's exciting. And the youngest child is a little girl, and she's 2, and she's very petite. So either way, that works. And I think that this, yeah, you'd think boy, but it doesn't have to be, right? So that's cool. Excited about that. And then, that one is, like I said, also in said book. Yeah, I know. I got a lot of things in that book. The Christmas one that I cast on, the reason I grabbed that book is it was in my face. I was already working on this sweater when I got that speckled yarn and went, oh, wait, I'll just cast on something simple, easy, and it was right there. There was no rhyme or reason for me picking that pattern. It was just I wanted to cast on immediately. And had I thought about it, I would have cast on smaller size. That's okay. It will fit somebody. So I'm good with that. And then I also got in my head, I am going to make hats and potentially give them away to people that I work with in my office, etc. And I'm trying to figure out how many hats do I really need. Like my immediate coworkers, our section's just kind of plussed up, so it's 7. But I'm in cubicle farm, and you know how that is. And I don't want to be that person that brings something and gives it to somebody, and then the other people are around. My mom taught me that you bring something for everybody, right? You share. And when you're doing a handmade, that's a lot of handmaids, right? And not everyone would want one. We know that. Right? That's, just because I like the hats that I make and I like the things that I do, doesn't mean everyone does. And not everyone wears a hat, and not everyone has the same taste. So, when you do bring something in like that, you have to realize it. It's okay. Not everyone's going to like your stuff. That's okay. So I'm working on a bunch of hats, and then I need to make some guy hats. It's not a lie. I really need to work on the guy hats. I had a lot of fun this week. Look at this one. This one's a cotton blend, and I'm loving the lace pattern on that. I'm in Colorado, and I like warm hats, but sometimes it's nice to have just a pretty hat. Just something, yes, it'll still keep the wind out and everything, and it'll still make a difference and everything, but not everything has to be super thick, warm, and wool. I love my wool. Not everyone can wear wool. It's weird. I know, it's crazy, but that's okay. So I have this, and I think it's adorable. I really like that. And I like a lot of times the hats to be how that fit a little bit more loose, and because, hey, let's face it, as women, we don't always want to crush our hair, right? I don't put a lot of products in my hair. Like, rarely do I put things in my hair. But if you have your hair styled and it looks kind of cute, last thing you want is to smash a hat on it and everything. You get into the office and you have hat hair and you feel self-conscious. So I do like them a little bit looser as far as that goes, because then I can still have the hat on and it doesn't crush the hair. That's just me. So there's that. Got that one. Oh, and I did the ends. Yay, yay. I wove in the ends, so it is actually done and ready to be gifted. And then I know you saw my husband. He is not deprived. My husband likes to claim the hats and the things that I work on. I made this hat and he liked it. This is using this yarn. This is the Knit Picks Brava Sport, and this is my first time using this. I got this at one of their Black Friday sales years ago, and I've never used the yarn. I bought it, and I put it on my shelf. And my intention was, because it is a 100% acrylic, premium acrylic, 237 yards for the 100 grams, and machine wash, tumble dry. My intention was making kid things. I got this, we didn't have all 5 grandkids when I got this yarn, right? I've had it in my stash for a while. And I got these beautiful colors. So I was thinking some color work. That's what I did. That's what I got these things for, is I was thinking baby sweaters, kids sweaters, color work, right? And with all of these colors, it could be male or female. And that's what I was looking at, right? That was the whole goal. But with so many things, we buy yarn and it's so fast and easy to buy all the yarn, and it takes time no matter how fast you are or how fast you think you are with knitting and crocheting and weaving and whatever you're doing with your yarn. It's easy to get a stash of stuff. I mean, this has been a lifetime in the making. It really has, but it's very easy to collect more than you can work through. And that's what I did with this too. So what I thought was nice was being able to finally use the yarn, and I actually like it. It's nice. It feels like there's a coating on it of some sort. I don't know what it is. Not a bad coating, not anything like that, but it has a different texture feel, like yarn coated with something. I don't know how to describe it other than that. People who've used the Knit Picks Brava Sport, can you let me know? Do you feel that? Is it just me? I don't know. But I don't have anything against the yarn. I've not washed it. I've not done anything else to it except for make some hats. So I made this one, and I'll put the pattern down below. On the pattern, it's a free pattern. I just used the color work section of it because what they did is, I believe it was a sport weight yarn also, but they use size 2 knitting needles. Very, very small, tiny stitches. And I use larger, this is still a sport weight, but I use larger knitting needles. So I didn't need as many stitches for the hat to fit, you know, an adult size human head. I like that being a little bit bigger, a little bit, you know, slouchy. My husband immediately claimed this, and he's like, I like it, but I don't like this extra stuff up here that, you know, that I can slouch with, right? He doesn't like that. So he wanted this. I'm like, well, honey, it's acrylic. You don't like acrylic. He's a yarn snob. My husband is a 100% yarn snob. He likes the finer yarns. He does. This is why he buys me yarn. You know, I like a variety of yarns. You see me working with Joann Big Twist yarn, which is a very, very affordable value yarn, and they got great sales, and up to hand-dyed, custom, enjoying one-of-a-kind type things with the one-of-a-kind price tags, right? I like all of it in between. He's the yarn snob. It's true. So he liked this. He loved the color work and everything, but he wanted it shorter fit. He didn't want as much fabric at the top, so I made another one. And it's cute. It just doesn't have all the extra fabric up there. It's adorable, and I don't think he's going to keep it. I don't. I think I'm going to have to find somebody who has that, you know, head shape that wants this, right? I prefer a little more fabric, but whatever. Somebody will like it because he's got a lot of hats. He really, really does. And this one's acrylic. This is not going to be his go-to hat. But I made it. There you go. And, you know, this is, again, the unisex hat. I think that's gorgeous for male or female. So I had those two done. I know, it's so exciting. I love the color work lately. What I've noticed too is if it is something that I am just absolutely struck and passionate with, it will go by like that. Man, I can just fly through it, knitting or crocheting. It really doesn't matter. I can fly through it 100%. If it's something that I am finishing up because there's an internal deadline, you know, I've told myself that I have to do it, right? Or something along that line. I'm telling you, it's like, I will come on the weekly video and going, look, I got one thing done. And I deem it as like punishment knitting. I know I shouldn't say that. But if there's something that I'm supposed to do and I don't have a desire to do it, it's slow. It is so slow. I was on a mission this week with the hats. If when I wasn't feeling good, and hats were just like potato chips, right? Just easy to just pop through. But if I'm on a mission like that, they just fly 100%. I mean, this week, I had a baby sweater done. I've got, that's 3 hats right there. Look at this one. Oh my gosh. This was, Ambah O'Brien had a free pattern code up until the 17th of November, but she had a free pattern code. Pick out something of specific heart patterns, and look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So I grabbed it and I immediately cast on. I mean, that is just so, so pretty with those hearts and everything. And this is the leftover sock yarn that I had from making previous socks. And yeah, right? So now I was planning on giving this one away or taking this as an offering for my office, but now I can't do that. I think I have to keep this hat to whoever picks the socks out at Christmas time. It has to stay a matching set, don't you think? I mean, they're different patterns. This is the hearts up here. This one is Cookie A's. The name of the pattern is Monkey, and it's a free pattern also. It's on nitty.com, and you can link through it through Ravelry. But this right here, with the colors like that, that's Heritage sock yarn right here. And Cascade Heritage sock yarn. And this is Knit Picks, one of their neon colors, right? Gorgeous. But yeah, so as far as like making things to give at the office, this isn't going to happen. No, no, no. This has to be a set. And yes, I do have the other sock. I do. I have 8 pair done so far. And working on the number 9. I should have brought it upstairs. Whatever. You've seen socks. It's a sock. But this has to be a set. I have to do this as for my family. I don't know which child will end up with these, whether it's my daughter or one of my daughter-in-laws, but I think they need the hat to go with it, don't you? Yeah, that's a set. It has to go like that. So there you have it. So having fun with that, that's not helping with the whole, let's make a ton for the office. And look at this, speaking of color work, oh my gosh. This is the Snowfall Hat. This is another free pattern. And Joanne Big Twist yarn. Again, like I said, I like all gambits. This one is the Joanne Big Twist Twinkle. It's just a worsted weight yarn. I have a bunch of it right here. I have the teal and I had the gray, and I've got that red. Oh, I should maybe make another one. What do you think? Look at that. That's the, this one's the mulberry. That's pretty. Wouldn't that be pretty? I mean, I think this hat really needed the blue, right? You know, Starry Night kind of a thing as far as that goes. And I could also do, I used the gray sparkle there. I could do the brighter white or a fuzzy white would be gorgeous. Like a white with maybe a mohair strand or something in it. That would be stunning with that blue in the background. I really do think it needs the blue. I think this is gorgeous, but it would look like an angry sky. And I'm not into angry skies, but that is stunning. I just like this yarn, right? Because it's sparkly. I mean, you know, it's sparkly and pretty. So another hat done. Gorgeous color work. And look, see? Look at the color work. Look at that. So it is nice to see that how everyone does their color work. I know when I was first learning, I always wanted to see the backside, how people did that. And very rarely do people show you the underside. Well, you know, when you're learning, you kind of need to see that. You just do. It's like, come on, guys, share. Don't hide that stuff. Oh, and since I was having fun with the color work, I did one without that maroon, right? Just a plain, simple beanie. And this is the same that Knit Picks Brava Sport is what this is. Just the simple, having a blast with all of the stranded stuff. And this is, again, unisex hat. But having so much fun with all the strands and the colors and the laces. Oh, I didn't try this one on. Look at that. Okay, that's fun. I think I need to make another one of these. What do you think? That's my first time following the pattern. Here we go. Better? I don't know. But at least you can see what it looks like. But having a blast with this stuff. So I got those done. I didn't get this one done. Let's see. This one right here is stunning. Now, this is going to be, I'm going to fold that up and it'll be a lined hat. Let me show you what I mean. So this is a hat I made years and years ago. So that right there is, it's just double layer, double thickness. So I started knitting with that. I had a provisional cast on, so I knit all that and then started with the pattern on that side. And once I knit up that length that I did for the lining, then I attached them and I knit one from the liner at the same time as knitting one from the hat. So I put it on 2 double pointed needles in the big circle. It was very cumbersome for that round, but it was okay. And you're just knitting one stitch from because you can see that's on a pink thread. So when I'm ready, I'll put all of those stitches. I'll take that pink thread out, that provisional cast on, and I have all of those stitches, and then I'll knit one stitch from here at the same time as I'm knitting one stitch on the live stitches from the hat. And that'll attach them. I've got to be careful with this. I'm about ready to lose stitches. Ooh, not good. Don't lose the stitches. There we go. Okay, so I think I got them. Okay, so I'll do that and connect that, and that'll make a nice lined hat, and it'll just make it a little bit thicker in the ear portion. And that one I'm making for my son, who likes to play outside in the, you know, he walks his dog a lot. Yeah, in Colorado, cold weather. So I'm working on that one for him to enjoy in the colder time periods. That double thickness. His hats are not decoration. He needs them as very warm, very functional. And there you go. So having fun with that pattern. I got that pattern, the stitch design, out of the Alice Starmore Charted Knitting. And that book is just graphs. That's all it is. There's not written instructions on how to do things. It's just somebody took a graph paper and made beautiful designs. And I love that pattern. That's my third one. I didn't make these this week, but I just love showing them. There you go. So that is the design that I'm putting in there, and that yarn that I'm using is the at least the red color that's going through, that red and yellow. That one is Arcane Fiber Works yarn, and I got that hand dyed in Canada and sent to me, and just gorgeous, absolutely stunning. So that is the pattern design for that one. As you can see, just gorgeous, just a simple, well, it's not simple, but I mean, it's just, I fell in love with it. I mean, it's my third hat making with the same design, because I get stuck on something and I just make them until I'm done, and then I move on. But look at the inside of that. Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool. Like, oh, look at the inside floats. I did it. Oh my gosh. And here you go. There. So you can see how that works up and everything. There you go. But that is all of my wonderful hats that I have been working on. That's a lot for a week. That's pretty impressive. Now, the next stuff that I'm wanting to do is I want to do, well, more hats, because November is the things we're making Thursday. It's a hat month, so I definitely want to make more hats. But I also want to make more baby things. And I want to work on stuff using my DK colors. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? So this is Premier DK colors. This is 140 grams, 350 meters, or 383 yards. It's DK, lightweight, number 3, machine wash, warm, tumble dry, normal. Okay, so I got this and haven't really used any DK colors, right? Yeah, I had 6 of them. I had 3 in the blue colorway and a 3 in a pink colorway, and very, very pretty. And yeah, there you go. So now I'm wanting to do more baby things, but I want a crocheted item. So I've got my knit. So if you have a favorite crocheted baby sweater, baby cardigan, child, what, you know, something along that line, tell me what it is, because I'm actually really wanting to do that using a DK yarn, because Premier Yarns had these on massive sale. They had their Premier Yarn Week, and they put these down to $2 a cake, and I overindulged. I got my order. Want to see? I know you do. Look at this. Wait, oh. So I have not opened it yet. Yeah, so that is my order, and I know you want to see it. I want to see it. I haven't opened it yet. I'm going to open this tomorrow in tomorrow's video. I'm not sure how many skeins that I got. I had Premier points, so I had reward points and everything. I did spend a little over $100 because I had some reward points on top of it. And it's filling the box. This box is heavy. It is full. Look at that. That is a big box of yarn. Okay. So I do know I went nuts on the DK colors. That's not all I got. So I need some projects really fast, really quick to start working through some of that. Yeah, that's a big box. Yeah, I'm not sure where that's going to go, but that's a big box. So if you can help me out with that, I'd greatly appreciate it. And come back tomorrow so we can both see what's in that box, right? And hopefully I can get some more stuff done with my Joann's, my latest shopping trip. I mean, I did good. I get 10 skeins of yarn, right? I can guarantee you that box has a lot more than 10 skeins of yarn. So I gotta work faster. Just saying, I gotta work faster. With that, everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be, and I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.